Hello, I wanted to make a video showing you my nail polish collection. And I haven't really been into nail polish as much as I have been into other beauty products, but lately I've just gotten obsessed with it, I guess. So I've gotten a lot of different types here and different brands, and I just wanted to share it with you. Now, one thing that I do look for with nail polish is that it is 5 free, I believe is what it's called, when it doesn't contain certain chemicals. Like there's ones that are formaldehyde free, but then they still contain formaldehyde resin. And I look for ones that don't contain any of those things. So not the water-based ones like Honeybee Gardens, ones, you know, that are still like regular nail polish, but basically what I think is the safest you can get. And I have a lot of Zoya. Zoya is one brand that is like that. And a lot of these I've purchased recently. So let me show you here. There's just a few. I've only owned like 4 nail polishes from Zoya before this video, so most of these are new. And they have all sorts of promotions going on all the time, so it's kind of easy to build your Zoya collection if you look for those. So first one I have is called Dharma. And it has a really pretty duochrome. It's pink with blue iridescence, and this is pretty sheer. Then I also have Amina, which is like a beige with purpley iridescence, and this one's really sheer too, but I feel like if I do at least 3 or 4 coats, then it looks pretty good on my nails. And then I have another sheer one, which is Fiona, and it just has a lot of pink iridescence to it. These are all kind of similar. And then I have Jamie, which is a cool purpley pink, and it's really light in color. And this one's actually pretty good. With 2 coats, you can get this pretty opaque, and it's good in that sense. I also have Kendall and Carrie. These are a little bit darker. So this was Jamie, it's a little bit lighter, and then you have Kendall is this one, and Carrie is a little bit more blue. This one's a little bit more purple. And these are also nice and opaque. They give good coverage. And then for a real dark one, and I got this one because I wanted to use this Chloe top coat over it. This is that flaky top coat that they have 3 different ones. And I feel like dark nail polish underneath really brings out the flaky iridescence. So I got this dark one called Jana to wear underneath. And then 2 more slightly dark ones is Pasha and Jules. They're a little bit similar, but Jules has a lot of gold and Pasha is kind of like a taupe color. Then I have this red with lots of gold sparkle called Rika. Meadow, which is kind of a rose with gold iridescence. It's very pretty. Erica, which is a baby pink with gold iridescence, but this one is really sheer. You're going to have to do several coats to get color out of this one. Cassie, which is a fun peachy color with some silver shimmer in there. And Angel, which is a cool pink that kind of has a pearl finish to it. So those are all my Zoyas, and what I have on my nails today actually is Jamie, which is this lighter one that I showed you, but then I topped it off with an iridescent shade, and this is the only shade I have from this brand. It's called Spa Ritual, and the shade is called It's Raining Men. And look at how gorgeous that is. And so that's what I have on my nails. I feel like having a lighter color underneath there kind of makes it pop a little bit, and you don't really, I only have 1 coat of this on, whereas if I didn't put anything underneath, it'd probably be see-through and I'd have to do several coats. So that's what I have today. And the thing about this one is I love Zoya. I feel like Zoya dries really good. I feel like it dries pretty solid, so you don't get like little imprints if you press on your nail. This one, as well as Sinful colors, are not, even though this is a cheap brand and this is a fairly expensive brand, I feel like they both take so much longer to dry than Zoya and are more likely to chip. So I'm going to show you all my Sinful colors as well. They have been having a lot of sales at Walgreens and Rite Aid on them, so I have quite a few. So I've got Tokyo Pearl, which is just a pearly white, Bianca, and Scandal. Bianca's the cool pink here, and Scandal is this one here. And then some lighter pinks, Beautiful Girl and Easy Going. Easy Going is this light one. So a light pink and then just a very light, almost white pink here. And these are a little bit sheer. You do have to do several coats to build up the color. They just seem lesser quality than something like Zoya, but they are so much cheaper, so you almost expect that. And I'm not saying anything bad about them. I like them and I will wear them, but they just, you know, they're not expensive high-end polish, and you can tell that. Unfortunately, this gold one doesn't have a sticker on the bottom. It came off or something. So I have no idea if they have a lot of gold or if they maybe only have just this one, but the one I have is gold, and it has a few, I don't know how well you're going to see, but there's a few like iridescent sparkles in there. Hopefully you can see that, and it's pretty sheer. It just adds some shimmer. And then Glass Pink, this is also really sheer, but it's a baby pink with some shimmer in there. And three more. I have this really nice purple called Zeus. This one's a pretty opaque, and it's got a pink iridescence to it, which I'm not sure how well. There we go. And these two I really like, especially this one, Let Me Go. Let Me Go is awesome. First of all, look at that. It's the prettiest shift of all different shades in here. And it's sheer, but it just looks awesome. If you have a nail polish that is, you know, just plain, maybe doesn't have any shimmer, doesn't have any color shifting to it, and you just want to top it off with something like this. Maybe you wear it for a few days, you get sick of it, and you can just top it off with something like this to completely transform it. It's really pretty to put on top of other colors. By itself, you're really going to have to do a lot of layers to build it up where it's not too see-through, but over other colors it's awesome. And this one is a little slightly less awesome just because I think once you put it on, the color shift is not as obvious. But this one is called Bally Mist, and it's sort of the pink version. And then I have, which I haven't got a chance to use yet, but I got New York City Color in a Minute, which looks like this, and it's just a beige, and the color is called Mulberry Street. So I haven't had a chance to use this particular one yet. But I have three, which I have used, colors from New Bar, and I think these are awesome. I think in terms of drying power, they take a little bit longer than Zoya, but other than that, I think that they're really good quality polishes. And these are just really pretty, somewhat sheer, but not too sheer, so you can get away with wearing 2, maybe 3 coats and get this color, or you can put it as just one coat over other colors and just totally transform them. Just really iridescent, pretty shades. So this one is called Paradise, and it's purple with a really strong gold iridescent. This one's called Innocent Whisper, and it's a purpley blue with some pink in there. And last you have Angel, which is sort of a neutral pink with some gold in there as well. And the very last nail polish that I have, this one's from Essence, and it's called You Belong to Me, and I actually haven't had a chance to try this one, but this is what the color looks like. So that is my nail polish collection. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much.